Christmas is soon approaching and there is only a few more sleeps left, so what better way to celebrate than giving my plaza its very own festive makeover. I think this will definitely help me get in the spirit. So if you want to watch and see what I came up with, stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and grab yourself a hot cocoa and get cozy because we're going to do some building. So as you can see, this is what I've done with my plaza. I've mapped it out, put down lots of path. This took so much path, but it hopefully will be worth it. So the first thing I'm going to do for this area is work on the edges, add in some trees, get some fencing down and some bushes. This isn't the exciting part, don't worry, it does get better. There is some cute little builds that I'm going to do here. I have some ideas. Some of it I'm just going to wing. I did try out the other frozen trees, I just didn't think that they looked right. But the main bushes that I'm going to go for are the Frosted Heights bushes. I tried this other bush and then I was like, I don't know which one it was, but I did like that one as well. But my main kind of goal here is going to be bushes, picket fences, and just kind of really play with that to try and make it really feel like a plaza area, something in the center of a town where it's all kind of scaped off and blocked off, so you can't really get to those areas, which hopefully will look alright. And then I will add in some flowers and some other foliage later, once we've got these main bits down and done some building as well. So as you can see, here is what I meant about using the fences and the bushes together, just having the bushes on the ends as kind of like a little bit of a focal point. But yeah, this is kind of how it's going to look throughout. And then I did add in some of the frozen trees. I didn't use these very much, but I thought that they looked quite nice to kind of frame this little area here. They are quite dark and I don't know if they really do help towards it feeling festive, so I'm kind of glad I didn't use too many. But yeah, this is just more of this. And then I tried adding in some more path over in this corner to try and lead to the way out of the plaza area, but it just wasn't looking right, so I added in some of the smaller pebbles, and I think this is what I'm gonna do throughout the area. I know we're still being cautious of our item limit, but really I'm just doing this build for me, and I don't think this build is really gonna stay around too much longer, so I'm just gonna have fun with it and not worry about that limit for now. I've destroyed a large portion of my valley so that I could do this build, and I've really tidied up a lot of the biomes and got rid of stuff, so I'm a bit sad that I haven't been able to keep some of those areas, but it's worth it for now. Hopefully they will amend that limit and then we won't have to worry about it ever again. So for this area outside of the restaurant, this is where I have Remy's house and the restaurant, so I'm thinking a nice little kind of place where you can have dinner outside. You might not want to do that in the snow, but I think it will look cute. I wish I had moved Remy's restaurant over a little bit, but you'll see why I didn't later. I've used the round tables that have the tablecloths on because they're so sweet, and then one of the quests was to craft loads of the festive chairs after I'd already crafted loads of the festive chairs. So now I have so many festive chairs. We're just gonna go to town with them. I wish I'd ordered some more of those piano benches from Scrooge, but I'd already used my items for the day, so I couldn't do that. But they are cute as well. If you're looking at doing a festive build, those little piano stool bench things are really, really nice. Here's me just trying to find some more stuff. I wish the way that they structure your inventory could be a little bit better, because I find, especially with the seasonal stuff, that I'm just scrolling endlessly through my inventory trying to find those new items. But this coffee stand was worth the scroll for sure. It's so cute. So that's that area kind of done before. I like how the tree is like the centerpiece for it. So if you're looking for smaller builds to do, you could definitely take inspiration from that. And then I'm just going in with some more fencing and some more of those smaller rocks here. And then I think for this side, I think what we're going to do is use some of those benches, the frozen benches, the really nice kind of, I don't want to call them a square, they're like right angle benches, to make like a nice little seating area. And then maybe we'll give it some Christmassy stuff behind, because I have so many Christmas trees, and I want to get as many in as possible. These street lamps are gorgeous as well. Really, really like them with the little wreaths on and the bows, just so festive. You really can't beat that. And then the presents, I thought that they would just finish it off nicely. And then I'm just looking for something to put in the kind of centerpiece between these. I did think about the fountain, and I think the fountain does look really nice. It's definitely more of a focal point than what I was looking for. However, my mind went back to like, it's Christmas, you're gonna need something warming. So I decided to go in with the campfire. And my mind kind of was thinking, oh, if people can have like toasted marshmallows and things around the campfire. So that's why I went with that. And because it's not fully centered, I decided to add in a stack of wood as well, just so it didn't feel so off. So hopefully that does help. Oh, I haven't even spoken about this. So I decided to use Woody's carousel house thing as like a centerpiece because there was quite a bit of red and gold in it, which made me feel like it was quite festive, holiday related. And also this whole plaza area, I want it to be like a place where people come and enjoy like the holidays, celebrate together. So I thought that the carousel was a really nice touch to that, and having it like in the middle there, hopefully it makes sense, and hopefully you guys will agree. I just thought it would be nice to incorporate some of the houses, because now we have a lot, try and incorporate some of them into our builds. So I'm definitely kind of going to be more creative when it comes to that, now that we're kind of running out of like places to put houses. So hopefully that will, again, some of the other houses will hopefully add to that. So for this area, on this side of the plaza, I'm going to do a little meet and greet Santa area. So we've used the throne, a little red carpet, because you know, you got to roll out that red carpet for the very special man that is Santa Claus. And then I added some pillars just as a bit of a backdrop here. And then I did want to add some more Christmas trees. I didn't have them to hand, so I did run off and go and do some crafting for that. Whilst we're here though, I did add in some more trees as the backdrop. As you can tell, when I came back from crafting those trees, it had decided to start raining, which I'm sure my crops aren't mad about, but it did make the decorating a little bit more annoying. I'm sorry if you don't like the rain, but hopefully you can still see the build properly. And then I added in some signs and the rugs. I will give Disney Dreamlight Valley plus 100 points for allowing us to place rugs outside, because I think it really does just make the place look a bit nicer, and you can add like levels, which is nice. And then what would a Santa's meet and greet be without a Santa sleigh? So we're going to use the Santa sleigh with some of these Yule goats as a reindeer. Oh, there's so many of them, but they look so cute. So we'll let them slide, and then some more of these street lamps at the back there, just to give it some kind of depth. And then over here, I've decided that what I'm going to do is a little Christmas market. I did play around with the tables quite a bit because I couldn't decide which ones looked best. I wanted it to be rustic, but I also didn't want the tables to be too light. So I went with the frozen tables and also just this table that you can craft, and I think it worked quite well. And then I wanted something to separate the area to act as a backdrop, and I was struggling to find something, so I decided to use a hedge, and then I just had to move things forward a little bit. I wanted to get the coffee stand in again because it is such a nice item, and also when you're out shopping and Christmas shopping, particularly outside, you're going to need something warming to do it with, so I thought this worked nicely. I had to play around with trying to get some of the trees in here, but it just wasn't working. I didn't want to make the grass area too big, so we scratched that idea. I wish they would make them more kind of realistic. When you place them down, they definitely don't look like there should be 9 squares wide. That just seems a lot. So maybe they need shrinking. Likewise with the flowers, they're so big as well. I would just mind them, just reducing them a little touch. And then here we are, just trying to add in some goods that people can buy for gifts. I had to be a little bit, what should we say here, creative when it came to this. So some of these gifts you might not enjoy, like not everyone is going to want a Moana hula lamp, nor is everyone going to want a piston cup. But I thought that they were quite nice because they're gold, and maybe they'll be for someone out there that would want one. But hey, they might be hard to wrap as well. How do you wrap a hula lamp? I would definitely be putting that in a box before attempting to wrap that. Anyways, it's time to move on from this area and give Scrooge's shop a little bit of love. So this is kind of the same setup I've had with the shops, the restaurants, etc. since I started maybe. And so for this area, I'm just done a little square area with the path, and then I'm gonna use the grand piano because every time I go into my inventory it's staring at me. So what I'm gonna do is use the snow people and make it feel like a little choir singing area for some Christmas carols. I thought that was probably the most festive thing that I could do without doing some sort of another like sitting down area, which I didn't want to do. So now we have a choir full of snow people. I don't, it's pretty random, but I think it looks cute. I think that's cute, and I would be interested to hear what kind of songs that they sing. So as you can see, I've just made some finishing touches over this area, and I think it's starting to come together quite nicely. There is still a few gaps in some areas, particularly on the plaza, but honestly I don't know what else to fill them with, and I'm trying to avoid doing cluttercore on Dreamlight Valley, so hopefully this will work out okay, and it will be enough kind of detail and stuff. As you can see, I have dropped so many red flowers that I'm just going to use and place them in between where the trees are, just to add some little pops of color there. I could have used different color flowers, but I think honestly the red works the best, especially because so much of the furniture items that I've used are that red color, so I thought that would be nice. As you can see, some branches also got in my way, but we moved them pretty swiftly, just so that I can work quite easily. I wish there was kind of the same setup where if you put an item down, things don't spawn super close to it, but I appreciate why it does. Anyway, so we've added in some bushes as well. I went for the flower bushes that I wasn't going to use because they do have blue flowers on, but I just wanted a bit of mixture, so added them in as well. Some more trees, lots and lots of rocks. I would love to see what this area would look like covered in snow. Just once, can we just have a little bit of snow added in? Honestly, I could have been adding flowers here all day, so I've just kind of done what I can best for now. This is definitely going to be a temporary area until I can be bothered to change it, but I'm enjoying it for now, and it's definitely helped me get in the kind of festive spirit. So this is pretty much going to be where I'm going to leave it, and I will show you some shots of like the finished areas so you can get a full appreciation as to how it looks. So guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and Merry Christmas to you all. Have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.